is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World 6 stones down. I started with one of these protein broccoli pouch things. There's 1.5 sins. They're not the same as the ones that I've been having earlier in the week. And I cut up an apple and I took that to group with me. For lunch, I had a chicken salad, which was half a sin for the chicken, and I'd say half a sin for the sriracha mayo, although I used way less than half a sin's worth. Had 40 grams of light cheddar for a healthy extra A, a soft-boiled egg and some carrot and celery. This was really nice. I then got my butt on the treadmill. I was absolutely sweating cobs and I ended up having a massive hot flush whilst I was doing this run. I've never had a hot flush while I've been doing exercise before. I'm pretty exclusively having them on a night, so I wasn't sure what to do. Should I carry on? Should I start walking? I managed to push through it. However, I ended up in just my sports bra running, which of course my husband thought was hilarious. So I'm just having this chicken like egg fried rice. I have been on the treadmill, so I'm a bit sweaty, but this with some of this sriracha sauce, absolutely delicious. It feels like a cheat meal, however that's half a sin for a tablespoon. I used half a tablespoon and the rest of it's free, so it feels like a really good cheat meal. I'm pretty happy with that. And this is what it looked like on the plate. I know I didn't really show you in that last clip. I had 2 of these bars for my healthy extra B, and then I finished off the day with just 1 wine gum, which I think was 1.5 sins each. However, I couldn't sin them up properly. So I'm ending today on 4 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow. My name's Emmeline, and this is my what I eat in a day 6 stone down on Slimming World. Started off with a lovely breakfast. I had 2 poached eggs and some bacon with the fat cut off. And I had half of one of the Proteins Warburton bagels, so it was just half of it, which is half of a healthy extra B. I spent quite a lot of hours in the play gym today, much more than I expected. So I had some apples chopped up. I actually shared these with the boys with a cup of tea with just a splash of milk, which I'm going to count as 2 sins. I had 2 of these light cheddar cheeses, which 2 is a healthy extra A. Had I known I'd be there that long, I probably would have made myself a dinner to take with me, and I avoided the white bread sandwiches that the boys had. When I got home, it was actually nearly tea time, so I had some of these imitation crab seafoody stick type things, and I had some carrots, which are speed food. I actually had a little disaster with my tea. I thought I'd pulled out cottage pie, but it was actually corned beef hash I'd made for my hubby a couple of weeks ago. So I had this Cajun cream chicken pasta that I'd put in the freezer. The whole portion is half of a healthy extra A, so I'll use my milk from earlier to finish off that healthy extra. I had that with a waffle hash brown, which is 1 sin, and some carrots on the side for speed. I could feel my sweet tooth coming out, and I had 2 of these chocolate buttons, which are 1.5 sins each. Then I had a glass of this sparkling apple and elderflower juice, which is actually quite sweet and was really helpful and made it feel a bit fancy by having it in a posh glass. So I'd actually forgotten that I ate half of my healthy extra B earlier, so I'm going to count one of these as half of a healthy extra B and one of these as 3 sins. And then because I'd eaten these quite early, I actually had one of these yoghurts, which are half a sin each, light and free, sticky toffee. They were quite nice. So I ended my day on 7.5 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, my name's Emmeline and this is what I eat 6 stone down on Slimming World. I'm starting off my day on the go, so I'm actually on my way to the gym. I was rushing around this morning, so I just grabbed one of these Aldi protein yogurty type pouches, which are 1.5 sins, and I've got an apple which is all chopped up in my little boy's Tupperware. So I'm going to the gym first and then I'm going to the shopping centre. I need some clothes. However, I hate clothes shopping, or I have done in the past, mainly because nothing ever fit. But also, still, I'm not sure what fits and what doesn't. I'm ranging anywhere between like a 12 and a 16, so this could either be fun or a total disaster. I may or may not put some clips in here. And then later on today, we are going out with some friends to their family restaurant for paella, which will be really nice. It's like paella day, so that'll be really, really cool. So yeah, come along, see what I eat. There might be a bit of a day in the life type stuff going on as well. Follow me. So I had 0 time for messing about today. However, I managed to do 25 minutes on the treadmill, which I were absolutely amazed by. I've sort of gone from doing maybe like 10 or 15 minutes to 25, so I just believed in myself and I could do it. So I thought I'd treat myself to a few minutes in the sauna. So I've been to the gym, like you all know. I'm just running into the White Rose Centre, see what I get. I actually got nothing that I could wear, but being the good wife that I am, I got my hubby a Tim Hortons French vanilla latte, and I did have a little taste. I call that the wife tax. It was really nice, but actually quite sweet, so I'm going to count that as half a sin. For dinner, I wanted to do a chicken salad. This is me trying to measure out my parmesan, so that was a healthy extra A, but I wanted it sort of all mixed up in the rocket. I used half a tin worth of the raspberry balsamic glaze, a soft boiled egg, some carrot and celery, and the chicken is just roasted in some salt and pepper. Okay, so I really don't have time to be filming this, but what the heck, I've got like 15 minutes before I need to leave the house. My hair's not done, I'm not done. Really should get on with things. However, I got a few little bits when I went to the shops. I didn't take any pictures and I didn't get anything that I actually needed, wanted, whatever. So, some sports socks. I did actually get these pyjamas. They're like boy shorts sort of types. So I got the like boy shorts and then like a crop top type top. I tend to find that in the middle of the night I'm like pulling clothes off because I get a lot of hot sweats the last couple of weeks, so thought they might help a little bit. Some hair bubbles, I mean, what else you get from Primark, and one of these roller things. I always have to have one of these in my car because I come across a lot of like dogs and cats when I'm at work, and this is essential. And I haven't had one in my car. I have had one, but I haven't had the thing on it, so I've just been like sort of shuffling the other one round. So yeah, replace that. I did get my boy a couple of little bits, however, I've just put them in his room. So I need to get ready to go out and I've got 15 minutes. Wish me luck. I am actually totally annoyed that I did not take a picture of what I ended up wearing, because for me, I'm trying to learn like what fits, what suits me, what I can wear, that type of thing. However, we went out and we had an absolutely lovely time. It didn't feel appropriate to get my phone out and record. However, this is the leftovers that we brought home. So for our main course, we had this chicken and chorizo paella. It was actually so nice, absolutely delicious, hence why we bagsed taking the leftovers home. Obviously, I'm not sure on the sins, but it was definitely worth it. If anyone wants to try out Jose's Tapas Bar, which is in Wakefield, it's definitely worth a try. Very authentic cooking and like small family business, family owned, and all really, really nice and like made to order. It's not mass produced or anything like that, so really good. For starters, I actually had some ham croquettes and some mussels and like a white wine and garlic sauce, which was also really nice. But I didn't go too over the top. I made sure that I had just Diet Coke to drink. I don't drink any alcohol at the minute. And I also didn't have a dessert. So I kept it within, you know, a reasonable amount. And then I finished off my day with 2 of these bars for my Healthy Extra B. So it's an unknown sins day. However, I feel pretty good about it. I had a lovely time. It was great catching up with friends. To me, I feel like I didn't go too crazy. We only had savoury stuff. I didn't have any desserts and I was mainly drinking Diet Coke. I actually don't drink any alcohol at the minute, so I feel like I kept it proportionate. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, my name's Emmeline and this is what I eat 6 stone down on Slimming World. Started off on the go with some apple, raspberry, strawberry and some Greek yoghurt. I then had one of these Pret drinks. It was 36 calories, so I'm going to count it as 1.5 sins. I then went for a 4.5 mile along the Orbital Road in Leeds. There's lots of places that you can get on and off it, but this is up near East Leeds, near the Colton Shopping Centre, the Springs. And I did about 4.5 miles. I sort of went one way on the walking path and then came back the other way, which is a bridle and walking path, so kept myself entertained. Then I did actually buy myself something cool. It was some walking boots. When we got back, I made a lovely lunch for me and the hubby. I had this rocket and parmesan salad and it had about 10 grams worth of parmesan, so way less than half of a Healthy Extra A, and I had about half a tin worth of the raspberry balsamic glaze. I had that with some chopped up chicken thigh that I'd previously roasted with some salt and pepper, and I had soft boiled eggs, some carrot and celery. It was really nice. For tea, I made this lasagna soup. It does use 1 Healthy Extra A, but no other sins. I had that with some carrots on the side. This is one of my favourites, and I can't believe I haven't made it in a little while. So definitely, I've got some more portions. So I made lasagna soup for tea tonight, and it was using 500 grams of mince and loads of other ingredients. I have actually got a recipe on here, so I'll like pin it somewhere if I can. I'll pin it to the top of my page. So it actually made the 3 portions that we had tonight for me and little boy and my son. It made 2 extra portions, which that one will definitely feed all 3. That one might be a night where my little boy is eating out, maybe at my mum's. And then the stock part, this has not got the pasta in, so like the lasagna sheets that you use. So that'll do another 2 portions. So I've actually made 5 meals just in one cooking session, which is really good. Feels good to get yourself all prepped and organised. I had 2 of these bars for my Healthy Extra B, and then I finished off the day with one of these Christmas tree decorations, which are 1.5 each. So I've ended the day on 3.5 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Emmeline and this is my What I Eat in a Day 6 Stone Down on Slimming World. Started off super early with some apple, raspberry, strawberry and some Greek yoghurt. For lunch, for some unknown reason, I think I was going for the smallest Tupperware competition, so I managed to fit in this chicken salad with some carrot and celery, some chicken that was roasted in salt and pepper. I had a soft-boiled egg and 40 grams of light cheddar for a healthy extra A. When I got home, I was doing prep for dinner later that day, and I had another 40 grams of cheese for another healthy extra A. I went to the gym and I managed to do 25 minutes running on the treadmill. I was really slow and cautious when I started going to the gym because of my increased weight. However, when I'm 6 stone down now, I feel like I'm starting to push myself a little bit more, which is really good. However, I'm definitely pleased that I started off at a really slow pace. When you've got all that increased weight, you should be really careful of your joints when you're running. Then I did steak and chips for tea. I chose the steak with the least fat on and I actually cut some off that I could see when I opened up the packaging. Had some Slimming World chips, some carrots and a little bit of rocket with some of the raspberry balsamic glaze, which I'm going to count as half a sin. This felt like such a good treat and I've also got some more steak for tomorrow. And I finished off my day with 2 of these bars for my healthy extra B and one of these Muller light yogurts, which is just 1 sin. It said Turkish delight flavour, but I wasn't too convinced. However, it was nice enough. So I'm ending the day on just 1.5 sins and I'll see you tomorrow. Started off the day with a 3-egg omelette and I used 40 grams of mozzarella as my healthy extra A. I had some bacon all chopped up on the side and I had an apple as well because I knew I'd definitely still be hungry. Okay, so excuse the look today. I'm going for bonkers. No, I didn't have to leave the house this morning because I had some training and I thought I'd take the opportunity to make myself some dinner. I'm doing a poke-ish style bowl, however it's got hot steak on there, so I'm not really sure if that counts. So I'll show you what I've got. So I bought this steak this week knowing that I wanted to do half for a tea and half for a poke bowl. However, I usually do it beforehand and let it cool. I didn't in this instance, and that's okay. So I've got some rice, a soft-boiled egg, some carrot and celery, some of these crab sticks. The steak I just marinated in some ginger and a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I've just got like half a sin worth of sriracha mayo on there. Really, really delicious. I have got some soy, which I'll put a little bit on the rice as I'm eating it. But yeah, a really delicious dinner, quite filling, you know, got the speed, all that sort of stuff. So I'm happy with that. For tea, it was the lasagna soup that I made the other day and I added 15 grams of parmesan on top to make it a full healthy extra A. I had some carrots on the side for my speed. I've not been able to find the yogurts that I like in the supermarket, which is the Lindahl Quarg ones. So I tried one of these Muller Light toffee yogurts. It was nice, it was only half a sin, I was pretty happy with it. And I then had 2 of these bars for my healthy extra B. I've been trying to make sure that I get lots of steps in when it's my non-gym days and I was pretty pleased to smash 20,000 today. The best part of that was about 9,000 with my little boy. We went for a little walk after school and I was really happy to just spend some non-iPad time with him. So I'm ending the day on just 1 sin. I feel like I got lots of variety, lots of little treats and I was happy with that. It's not always a high sin day, it's a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. My name's Emmeline and this is my What I Eat in a Day on Slimming World 6 Stone Down. Thursday can be a massive struggle for me because I'm really busy. So I started off the day with one of these Aldi protein yoghurt pouch things, which is 1.5 sins, and an apple all chopped up, and I ate that on the way to work. So this worked out really well for me. When I came out of work, I'd uploaded a video earlier and I had loads of lovely comments. This was me smiling. And when I was out on my visits, I had this beef salad. So I had some carrot and celery, a soft-boiled egg, 2 of the lighter cheddar cheese, which is a healthy extra A for 2 of them, and some slices of beef. I went to the gym on the way home from work. I managed to do 30 minutes on the treadmill, which I was really pleased about. I'm finding it a little bit easier each time I go to just push myself a little bit more in the gym, so it feels quite good at the minute. For tea, I made this warm chicken salad. I'd originally wanted to do some feta and mint. However, I wanted to save the feta because I'm going away this weekend and this is one of the meals that I'm going to cook. So I had 2 of the chicken skewers from Iceland, which are half a cent each. One was just the plain chicken breast and one was the salt and chilli. I would have 2 of the salt and chilli, but they're quite spicy. I had that with 50 grams of couscous and I put 1 tablespoon of harissa paste in, which is half a sin. And I have that with some carrot and celery to just bump it up a little bit with some speed. And I used 40 grams of light cheddar for a healthy extra A. I wasn't sure how this was going to work out, but I really enjoyed it. I had 2 of these Skinny Whip Mini mints. Trying saying that 3 times is just ridiculous, but the 2 for 1.5 sins each. And I finished off my day with 2 of these bars as my healthy extra B. So I'm ending today on 6 sins and I'll see you tomorrow.